This is MSR TV6 15 Minutes News. In the headlines, Minister Georges Poulagin visits St. Martin. Crime on the increase on French St. Martin. Drugs discovered on aircraft. Customs officer arrested. These stories with much more details coming up right after this.
MSR Cable TV, simply the best.
Madame Georges Poulagin, French Minister for the Success of Education, visited St. Martin on a somewhat working visit. Minister Poulagin arrived via Air Caribe's flight around 10:40 a.m. and from the airport she was escorted to the waiting vehicle where she then proceeded to the École Elementary Sandy Ground where the students and teachers did a small presentation. From the Sandy Ground School, the minister together with her entourage including Prefect Philippe Chopin, President of the Collectivité Mrs. Arlene Henson and other elected officials, several presentations was done. The minister met with the Territorial Council at the Collectivité, where a roundtable conference was held to discuss youth delinquency. After rounding up her visit here on St. Martin, the minister departed Grand Cas Airport at 5:40 p.m. During a press conference held at the Sous-Préfecture with Prefect Philippe Chopin and Commander of the Gendarmerie Paul Batille, it was established that the crime numbers are higher than expected despite the investment of justice and the hard work of the gendarmes and police, said Prefect Philippe Chopin during a press conference. Gendarmerie Commander Paul Batille, who also spoke at the press conference, said the armed robberies has been between 90 and 100 for a number of years. Now, he added that the crime is up by 9.14% with a total record of 3,475 reported offenses on French St. Martin. Here is Prefect Chopin to explain.
Donc, une année 2013 très chargée avec des faits les plus commis. Et puis après, je passerai la parole au procureur d'abord et ensuite au commandant qui vous détaillera tous ces faits. Des faits les plus importants, les 4 faits les plus importants, c'est-à-dire là où il y a le plus de délinquance à Saint-Martin, hein, je vous précise, on parle de Saint-Martin ce matin. Les coups et blessures volontaires, c'est l'infraction dominante à Saint-Martin en termes de chiffres. En deuxième, c'est les vols d'automobiles. En troisième, et c'est lié à l'automobile, c'est ce qu'on appelle les vols à la roulotte. Et en quatrième, les cambriolages d'habitation principale. D'accord? Ça, c'est statistiquement les faits les plus nombreux.
Gendarmerie Commander Paul Batille also elaborated on the situation.
Le bilan statistique global, ce qu'on appelle aussi la délinquance générale, qui regroupe tous les crimes et délits constatés ou portés à la connaissance de la gendarmerie au cours de l'année, ça représente en 2013 3475 faits. 3475. Alors ce chiffre-là, il faut le mettre en rapport avec celui de l'année précédente. Vous en conviendrez, l'année d'avant, c'était 3176, ce qui fait une augmentation de 299 faits ou de 9,41%. Donc voilà le bilan statistique global que je vais détailler un peu par la suite dans les grandes caractéristiques. S'agissant de la délinquance de proximité, qu'on a aussi appelée à un moment donné la délinquance de voie publique, en proportion, l'augmentation est plus sensible. On va y retrouver, bien sûr, donc elle augmente de 256 faits, la délinquance de voie publique, passant de 1522 faits à 1778. Donc ce sont les chiffres uniquement pour Saint-Martin, bien sûr. Donc ce qui représente une hausse de 256 faits, ou en pourcentage de 16,81%. Donc on retrouve dans les 299 faits que j'évoquais en premier, on retrouve bien sûr les 256 faits de voie publique. Alors si on regarde un peu plus en détail, l'année 2013, elle se caractérise par l'évolution des principaux indicateurs dans les conditions suivantes. S'agissant d'abord des homicides, donc Monsieur le Préfet a déjà évoqué la question des homicides. On en a donc constaté 8 homicides au cours de l'année. Donc certes, c'est une augmentation par rapport aux 2 homicides qu'on avait pu constater au cours de l'année 2012, 2. Ceci étant, ça reste dans la moyenne qui a été observée au cours des quelques années passées, à savoir un nombre d'homicides compris entre 8 et 10. Donc 8 homicides. S'agissant des vols à main armée, on a constaté 95 vols à main armée au cours de l'année. C'était 93 l'année précédente. Là aussi, on observe, malgré l'action tant répressive que préventive que l'on met en place, que le volume de vols à main armée chaque année oscille entre 90 et 100 faits. Donc avec 95 faits cette année, on est en plein dans la fourchette. Autre caractéristique sur nos principaux indicateurs, et là c'est vraiment marquant sur l'année 2013, c'est une forte hausse des délits d'atteinte aux biens. On prend 12% d'augmentation dans les délits d'atteinte aux biens. Et c'est une hausse qui est en grande partie due à l'augmentation de 3 choses. Les vols de véhicules, d'une part. Une augmentation de 48,8% des vols de véhicules. Ça fait 137 faits supplémentaires. Les vols à la roulotte, plus 25% dans les vols à la roulotte, ça fait 73 faits supplémentaires. Et enfin les cambriolages, 25% d'augmentation dans les cambriolages, ce qui représente 100 faits supplémentaires. Voilà. En additionnant ces 3 types de faits qui sont donc les vols de véhicules, les vols à la roulotte et les cambriolages, eh bien vous avez quasiment, c'est ce qui pèse dans l'augmentation de notre délinquance sur l'année 2013. C'est ce qui vraiment représente la part la plus importante de l'augmentation des 299 ou des 256 faits que j'évoquais au début de mon propos.
A large quantity of drugs was discovered at the Princess Juliana International Airport after the arrival of Incel Air flight from Curaçao. Customs, police, and a prosecutor was present when the aircraft was being searched. A press release from Inspector of Police Ricardo Henson, police spokesperson, confirmed the drugs seizure. A custom officer was also arrested for his possible involvement in the case. Inspector Ricardo Henson added that the amount of drugs seized during the search was still not determined. However, the investigation is being conducted by Police Narcotic Department. President of Chamber of Commerce, CCISM, Mr. Steve Tacklin, during his New Year's speech, said 2013 had been a challenging year and that although the chamber is young, it had found ways to structure and adapt to the content of St. Martin. Here is Mr. Tacklin during an interview with MSR reporter.
Actually, today is my 2014 New Year's speech. I'm usually the last person to make my New Year's speech. I wait on all the politicians and everybody else to make their speeches, to hear them, so that I can evaluate eventually on what they're saying. But 2014 is a very important year for us because we are having elections in June. And it was important for us to display, as you see today, the work we have done for 2013. We haven't showed anybody yet what was done from 2009 until 2014, which is election year June. So within very short, we will have another expo like this when we open our campaign that will display the work that we have done since the beginning of the chamber. Always remember that when we got elected in 2009, there was no chamber. We was affiliated to Guadeloupe. So we had to build everything. Everything started from scratch. Like the prefect said, okay, this morning, and like the president said this morning, this is an institution that we had to start from zero. It's a lot of work. We've gone a long way, but it's still a lot more to go.
So as elections approach in June, is there going to be, are you postulate for, are you going to be postulating yourself for re-election?
A big question. The group will definitely be going back. Am I going back? I will still be part of that group. However, I haven't made that a decision as yet because there's a lot of young men and women, and I feel that they are very competent. And at times, you have to leave room for younger people.
Mr. Tackling, that's a very interesting point you touched there because, some people serve and they don't want to give up.
Correct.
And you're now stressing that you're giving place to the younger people.
Yeah.
And you will be there to train them and guide them along.
I will be there to work with them because they are very competent, they're very ambitious, because the work we have done wasn't just done by me, it was done by the directress and her entire team, and with all of my members. And like I said, they're very intelligent, aggressive, and they're very competent. So why not give them the opportunity? Don't wait until they're 50 years old to go tell them this is the opportunity. They have to do it now.
Ms. Angèle Dormoy, Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce, also spoke to MSR, and this is what she had to say.
This was a very interesting year. I call it a year of challenge, a year of ambition. We worked a lot. It wasn't easy. We focused on 7 different topics, which was global development, tourism, agriculture, and fish. We focus also on the relationships and the networks that we can create between all the national and local institutions. And we also focus on the help we can carry and bring to the different people working for the company environment.
Angèle, we see elections approaching in June. Are you going to be availing yourself to postulate yourself to be elected again?
Well, this is a question that I've been thinking on for the last 2 months. And we work, I must say that it's a very challenging work. We work a lot. And it's a gift and donation and something that
Aruba's Kaiso and Soca Monarch 2014 will be held in their newly built Carnival Village, where Arubans will be also celebrating the 60th year of Carnival celebrations. More than 20 bands is scheduled to perform in what is deemed as one of the Caribbean's biggest festival. This competition was previously known as Aruba Road March and Calypso Contest. A few members of the organizers Fundación Música traveled to St. Martin to conduct a press conference in order to invite people of St. Martin to come to Aruba and join in the 60th year of Carnival celebration. Here is Clyde Burke, Board Musica, to go more into details.
Due to this, we'd like to come, that's why the reason we're here in St. Martin right now, because we're celebrating 60 years Carnival this year. And we have a Kaiso and Soca Monarch competition, which is the biggest event culturally on the island of Aruba. Due to this, we'd like to invite the St. Martiners to come up and celebrate with us. As you know, no time of the year you ever get these bands together on one stage and giving you all that sweet and nice, like you call it soca music and a jam back music and all kind of things. So this is your very, very unique opportunity to be part of one of the biggest festivities on the island. The event, the pre-finals are on the 11th, 12th, and the 13th of February, and the finals are on the 15th of February, which is going to be held. We like to boast that we copy St. Martin, and we build ourselves a Carnival Village now too. So as you know, there's a family thing going on in all kind of fronts. So we are opening our Carnival Village on the 11th of February with the event at the same time. So it's like just like St. Martin coming home to Aruba. And once again, we'd like to invite St. Martin to come down, celebrate with us. We're planning to have a very wonderful event. As a matter of fact, our association is a very young association. We took over the festivities of the Soca and Kaiso Monarch last year, after this has been organized for centuries by the Carnival Committee. And we took it over, and last year we produced a very, very successful and wonderful event. And this year we're planning to upgrade and be much more successful and a much more wonderful event. So once again, St. Martin, you're invited to come to Aruba. As you know, we have our carrier here with us, Incel Air, which is willing and always open to help bring everybody to Aruba. I was told that they're planning to start up, open up more flights. So tell a friend, tell your family, tell the whole neighborhood. Aruba welcomes them. Once again, welcome. And we love to have you in Aruba for the 11th, 12th, the 13th, and the 15th at our Soca and Kaiso Monarch 2014. Thank you so much.
Other members of the board had this to say about the 60th Carnival celebrations on Aruba.
From abroad are also interested is because in no other event you have that big amount of bands together. So over 20 bands, I'm talking about a Claudius Phillips and Oreo, a Youth Extreme, a Tsunami Band, Upgrade Music, and all the other known bands in Aruba are all together participating. So it's really a great opportunity at least once a year to have all these bands together in one event, and of course at the end there will be two big winners, but I think the winners are the public that are able to enjoy such a great festival with music. I have a picture here which is a photo from the area of the Carnival Village. This was taken about I think 2 weeks ago, so of course there's nothing really built yet, but this is a little bit part of the first phase, which will be ready in the next week. And as soon as the festival takes place this year, phase number 2 will start in a few weeks after, where there will be a permanent stage. Right now there's no permanent stage, but it's being built right now for this edition, but there will be a permanent stage, and with also kiosks where people will be selling foods and different other things.
This has been MSR TV6 15 Minutes News. We want to thank you for viewing. Until next time.